Hi everyone, it's me JM again. So for today's episode, let's talk about something again very interesting. The last topic was about the dark side of foreign love, and for today's episode, that would be to link to the previous one, and let's dive to the emotional control topic. And I know it's rarely discussed, but experienced by many. So it's gonna be interesting ones. If you're new here watching this video, kindly subscribe maybe so you won't miss any of my new upcoming video as I've started talking about real life, real stories, real truths, and sometimes uh, relationship status, marriages, especially for those Filipina and foreign love. So yeah, as what I've mentioned, emotional control in how it sometimes pretends to be love. How control masquerades as love. Hmm. So what are you waiting for? Grab your cup of coffee or tea or just sit with me so we can start tackle with this topic. Let's go. So, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Many of us dream of finding love, and when it comes in the form of foreigner, it should be like sweet, generous, maybe older and more stable, and feels like we finally hit the jackpot, right? But love is not just about flowers and promises. Love is about how you're treated when no one is watching. And in some relationships, especially where there's a big power gap, namely this financially, emotionally, or even legally, love starts to shift into something else. Something that sounds like care, but feels like pressure. Something that looks like protection, but is actually control. And first thing first, question. So, what is emotional control? So, defining this one, simply put, it's when one partner uses guilt, fear, or manipulation to make you do things their way, even if it hurts you. And suddenly, it often wears the mask of love. You'll hear things like, I just don't want you to get hurt. I'm only trying to protect you. You don't need friends. You have me now. At first, it sounds sweet. You might even feel flattered. But over time, you begin to feel smaller, like your world is getting narrower, and you start questioning your own worth. So, yeah, let's make it clear. Here are some signs you're not in a loving relationships, that you are in the controlled one. So, how to know if it's love or not love? Okay, we have here. So, based on my personal experience, and I'm not really pinpointing that these might be your experiences as well or your basis to follow, but I think this might be insightful to you. Right, firstly, you are afraid to say what you really think. All right, so second, he decides everything from money to where you go to who you talk to, okay? And he makes you feel guilty for needing time, space, or connection with your family. You just keep adjusting just to avoid fights or silent treatment. Moreover, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, always scared to upset him. Sisters, love should make you feel safe, not anxious. It should give you freedom, not fear. And if your confidence is shrinking, then if your voice is fading, then that is not love. So the second thought, question, why Filipinas get trapped? Now let's not blame ourselves. Many Filipinos stay in controlling relationships not because they're weak, but because we've been taught to endure, to sacrifice, to be grateful, and that one of the trademark as one of being Filipina, and that to the financial power some foreigners have, and the fear of starting over, and we end up trapped. You might think I can't leave. He's supporting me. My family depends on this and that. But what's the cost of staying? Your peace, your identity, your dreams? Look, security is important, but Your mental and emotional health is more valuable than any visa or house abroad. And I hope you get the point. And also, I want to say this clearly that not all foreign men are controlling. Okay? Again, not all foreign men are controlling. So many are respectful, loving, and truly want to build a life with us, equal and honest. But when control shows up, we need to recognize the pattern. That's why I'm building this video to make some insightful knowledge to you guys. Okay, like for example, he says he rescued you from poverty. He uses his money or documents to silence your opinions. Here comes, he slowly cuts your ties to your family or community. And in addition to that, he criticizes the Philippines or your culture. So take a look and recognize or observe with these patterns. As these are clearly not signs of love, these are red flags we should not ignore. So now diving into what healthy love looks like really. What is real love? Then I know lots of you will put something in the comment section now, especially to those who are experiencing now a happy love life. Happy ending stories. Okay, so real love empowers, it supports, it respects. So according to my own honest opinions, in some sources, real love lets you speak and be heard. Real love encourages your independence. Real love works as a team, not as a master and follower. Real love accepts your background, your family, your culture, and it doesn't threaten, it doesn't shame. Comment below if you agree. And the thing that we need really to remember, you're not just a wife or a partner, you're a whole person with value, dreams, and voice. So yeah, my final words to stay aware and stay empowered about this one. If you're in this situation right now, or you know someone who might be, so just don't stay silent. You don't need to shout, but you do need to start asking questions. Start on looking back those experiences that you had with your partner, especially when those times that you're experiencing the anxiety, depression, and most especially questioning your worth, you know. And it's very essential that you can talk to someone you trust. Reconnect with your friends, people who see your worth, and remind yourself every day, that love should feel safe. Love should feel free. Love should never make you forget who you are. Because, ladies and gentlemen, love, it's not just a feeling. It's you together with yourself to others. Whether that other is your partner, your children, your parents, your family, your friends, your neighbors, or even strangers. Love is giving. It is not controlling. So, thank you so much for listening for today's episode. Till next time. And since you're watching this right now, don't forget to hesitate to put your comment suggestions and any thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're a new viewer, new joiner in this channel, kindly subscribe, hit that notification bell button so you won't miss any of my new coming upload. Thank you everyone for your continued support. Help me reach 3,000 subscribers soon, and that's very, very soon. Thank you so much for your continued love and support for my family, for my channel, and for this journey. Again, thank you, and God bless us all.